Hello everybody, welcome back to Fox's Best Laid Plans, the planner channel whose anxiety has anxiety. It's all a lot right now. All of it. Hi. How's everybody doing there? Out in YouTube land, hello. Welcome back to Fox's Best Laid Plans. I am your host, Fox, the one with the anxiety. I'm always the one who brings the anxiety to the party, so like if ever you're having a party and you want someone to either not show up because they're anxious or show up and bring anxiety, I could be one of those things and you'll never know which until the night happens. Hey, how are you? I'm really anxious. It's been, I don't know. This was last week, this amazing donut kit. I just freaking love it. I think it's so cute. And we are moving on today to plan the week of Monday, June 21st through Sunday, June 27th in my Goosby Twins planner. It is actually Tuesday, June 22nd because I have no idea. I literally just sat down and was like, what did I do yesterday? And I was like, I was alive at the time. And that's about as far as I've got. So let's make some planning happen here. All right, I'm using this kit called Wood Elf from Pansy's Prints. It is really cute. It's very much my vibe right now because the solstice was Sunday night. That was pretty awesome. Had a really good solstice, I will say that. Solstice was good. Well, damn, I just realized these cut completely fucking crooked. Oh, well. Oh, it's all the date covers too. Well, we got crooked date covers this week. I had so many problems cutting this. Oh man, this whole page is fucked up. Look at this. Oh my gosh. Is this gonna bother me? This is really gonna bother me. I'll be back in 7 to 8 minutes. Y'all, I said 7 or 8 minutes. It's been 4 hours. So here's what happened. Whole low-flying plane over my house. I tried to reprint, okay? I tried to reprint it because it was not right. So here's the original one, and it's like crooked. See all that white space there? I don't know if you can see that. So like totally off, right? So I was like, I'll reprint it real fast. It won't be a big deal. So I reprinted it, and then it was the white space plus crooked. So like that happened again. So I was like, now I'm committed and I have to do it. And then this one, I don't even know. It doesn't even have the whole words on it. Like it's just, it didn't. Here's a washi. That's what it looks like. Oh my god. So anyway, those are a thing of the past, and now we have this one that finally printed correctly. I don't remember if I was talking about anything or what I was talking about, but by the time I got this fucking shitified, it was time for me to go because I was getting my eyelashes touched up. And then after that, I had to drop off a return at Kohl's. And then by that time, things were very trafficy. And I knew I was going to be sitting in a lot of traffic, so I was like, I'm just going to get a DC Cola for the road. And then I was like, well, there's Taco Bell right by Kohl's. And I was like, well, I'm going to be sitting in traffic all this time. I might as well get like a taco. Just like a crunchy taco, you know, just to tide me over so I don't get hangry road rage, right? So that's what I did. The person in front of me must have ordered half of Taco Bell. So it's taking like an extra long time, and I'm like, whatever. I'm committed to this now. I'm getting this fucking taco. And then just eat it on the drive home. It's gonna be fine. And the person in the Taco Bell drive-thru window goes to hand the person in the car this massive bag of, I don't know what was all in there. And she dropped it. Yeah, so there was Taco Bell carnage all over the floor in the drive-thru. And then I was the next car, and I was like, they told the person whose food was spoiled, they told them to pull around and they were going to remake it and bring it out. But I was like, well, what do? I'm the next car in line. Do I like wait and someone's going to come out and like clean it up? Or do we just drive over it? But they had me just drive over it. So everybody in line behind me, we were just driving that Taco Bell into the ground. It was good times. And everybody, yeah, it was only a little bit terribly stressful. So that's what happened. Then I had to stop at Michael's because I needed to get twine because I harvested some sage. I don't know why this, I thought this was like cute and woodsy, like, ooh, you know, earthy. We're doing forest theme, but it like will not go on straight. So I harvested some sage after the solstice at 11:32 the other night when I did my breaking of the stick, and I am going to bundle it up to give to some people, but I didn't have any twine that I could guarantee was 100% cotton, and I didn't want to like do a cotton poly blend and have it catch fire in someone's house. So I was like, I'll just go to Michael's, they must have it. Like, you know how hard it is to find 100% cotton twine? It was very, maybe twine is not ever 100% cotton, and that was the issue. And I was just searching for a thing that doesn't exist. But anyway, I found, like, with the knitting and crocheting supplies, I did find 100% cotton something or other. So that's what we're going to use. So it's been a fucking day. My original plan for today was like, get up, work on my planner stuff, just maybe do some creative projects, relax, go for a little run. I was just doing some speed work, like about 3.5 miles of speed work today. Nothing big, just fun at the track in this beautiful autumn weather that we're having randomly at the end of June, the second day of summer. And then I was gonna get my eyelashes done at 3 o'clock and then come home, have a nice dinner, get ready for the week, embrace the coming days. And then someone was like, we don't have enough people. We have 22 dogs and we only have 2 people. Can anybody come down and help walk dogs? And I was like, oh, of course I will. And y'all, it's not that I don't love walking dogs, and it's not that I don't want to help out. However, I really didn't have the time to do that today. That was like, you know, you're there for 2 hours plus the drive down and back, so like 2.5 hours of your day. I didn't really have the time to do that. And yet, I was like, oh, here I come. I'm coming down. And I'm glad I did because we had so many cute dogs and it was like nice and it was fine, but I need to learn how to, it wasn't even a matter of saying no. It was a matter of not saying yes. Nobody specifically asked me. I just was like, they need help and I'm gonna save the day. Which is like, I don't need to do that. I am not the save a day human. That's not my job. So anyway, whatever. It happened. So by the time I got home, and I had to like make breakfast, and I was like, wanted to go for a run, but then it was like shortened time between when I needed to be leaving to go for my appointment, and like it all went off the rails. It was just like I could not get into my mind of like the schedule of the day and the timing of the day, and yeah. So anyway, that's where I've been for the last 4 hours, running errands. Oh my god. Anyway, I do, like, I had a plan, like, what am I going to talk about this week while I'm doing my planner? And what I wanted to talk about was decision fatigue, because it's really fucking with me right now. I don't know if anybody else has issues with decision fatigue, or does your anxiety manifest and depression manifest in a way that makes decision fatigue like a party in your life that you don't want to go to, but you have to go to. Because that's what it is for me. I'm really having like little things that should be like, I'm hungry for this type of cuisine, or I want to order from this restaurant. I can't do it right now. I just can't do it. Like, it's really, I'm having a hard time, but I need to. One day at a time, trying to do the best that I can. But I'm really struggling. Like every night we're like, oh God, we have to make dinner. Like tonight we know we're having cheese because we have to have it. We're trying to plan to like meet up with friends and have them come over, and we just haven't been able to get our schedules to align, which is totally fine. However, we just put it off a couple of times, and now I'm like, I guess we got to do it today because this cheese will not be good much longer. But I really don't like to have cheese of the month the night before that I go back to work because it's very salty, and then it makes it hard for me to wake up in the morning because I feel hungover even if I don't have any wine. So look at these little foxes snuggling. Each got a little paw wrapped around the other one like, hi, we're best friends. I love it. So cute. I think this kid's really cute. I was like in a really druidy mood. Like we had a really good solstice. This is really druidy, this little deer. Deer with antlers are like very druidy. Not iconography. No. Imagery. I got there. It just took me a minute. Okay, let's just put hashtag slay a lot of different places and just hope for the best. Let's see if I manifest it into being. It will probably still not work out because it's me and that's my life. I should manifest putting these stickers on straight. I never managed to do that. Okay. So yeah, decision fatigue and me. That's my thesis for the week. Yesterday especially was bad. Like I had the whole day off and I was like, we had cleaned the house over the weekend. We had our parents over, both sets of parents, on Sunday for Father's Day. And so we cleaned the house on Saturday. So the house was like in good shape, and then husband was really good. Like we made brunch and he was really good about making sure that he cleaned up as we went. So like there wasn't a whole bunch of stuff that needed to be put away. So like the house was clean. So like one of the things that I am always paralyzed by is the house not being clean and tidy. And like that wasn't a factor. So you would think that I would have been like, smooth sailing, doing only things that make me feel alive on my day off. But I wasn't that at all. I was like the opposite of smooth sailing, anxious all day, paralyzed by decisions, and I didn't do shit. Besides, I did go for a trail run. I did do that, and that was great. And I'm glad that I did that because trail running makes my heart happy. It was fucking humid though. I was just sweating. And it was one of those days, like, sorry, this is gross, but it was one of those days when you're so sweaty out on the trails. If you're not a trail runner, like when you run in the forest trails, it's always more humid in there than it is in the real world. Like sometimes it's less hot because you have the tree cover, but it's always muggy in the trees. So when you do forest trail running as opposed to like desert or mountain trail running, you get really humid and muggy and sweaty, even if it's not muggy. Well, it was like 100% humidity yesterday, so it was already really muggy and sweaty, and so I was like gross. And it was like anytime I stopped, like if I stopped to take a picture or like respond to a text message, or I started to do like a walk break, there were just like flies, and I felt like Pigpen, and I was like, why is this my life? So there you have it. That was my little gross situation. But the trail run itself was really, really fun. I was just like disgustingly sweaty. It was too much. And we did get a nice storm last night, so that was good. Okay, so I have to pick. I gotta do workouts. Maybe I'll do workouts with these, and then I'll do these little ones for dinners. Does that sound like a plan? I have a bunch of these that are crooked that I keep using. All right. This one does have, these are a little bit thicker. Maybe I'll just use these. Compared to, no, I'm gonna use the other ones. These are the same as the, I'm being very picky right now. It's annoying me. My pickiness is annoying me, and I... Okay, what else did I do yesterday? I'm gonna put a... I am gonna put one of these on here. I like really wanted our friends to come over tonight, but at the same time, when they were like, we can't come, I was like kind of relieved because I'm like, oh, okay, I can just go to bed as soon as I eat. Let me quit the things that I did yesterday. I worry that that taco that I had was suspect because I have like a yucky taste in my mouth now, and I don't recommend it. Just maybe that Taco Bell should just not provide me food and should just provide me pop from the fountain. I don't know. I just have a yucky taste in my mouth and it's giving me an uneasy feeling about the course of the evening. Okay. Last night for dinner we had salads from Pizza Pronto. Okay, so the things that are on here that I already checked off. Drop off food at my parents. They came over and I had made them some leftovers and I forgot to give it to them. So we drove over yesterday. While we were there, we had to call Verizon because we are adjusting our family plan. I am ordering a new phone, which I already did. It's coming tomorrow, or maybe tomorrow or maybe Thursday. But I ordered a new phone. I have the Galaxy S10 Plus. I'm upgrading to the S20 Plus. Yes, there is an S21 Plus, but my friend got one and we put our phones side by side to look at the resolution. The S21 Plus is lower resolution than the S10 and the S20. And I was like, it's cheaper. That's why they did it that way, to save money. But I was like, I like to look at like photography on my phone sometimes. Like I follow a bunch of like national parks and like night sky photographers on Instagram, and like it's worth it to me to get the better quality one. So the only issue with that is that only Best Buy has the S20s because they're the old model. So I had to sort that out. It was a whole production number, but I did it. But my mom's gonna get my S10 because she doesn't have a smartphone right now. So we had to upgrade our account, so we had to call Verizon, which we did. Worked on my bullet journal some yesterday, printed this planner kit that you see right here, and I had to make my final selection. Well, I didn't have to, but I chose to make my final selection of what my ultra will be for the fall and winter, and I did that. I will be running the Unico 100K in, like, it's called Wingate, North Carolina. It is like just outside of Charlotte. So that is what I chose, based on when husband could get off of work. So there were two that I was looking at. One was in October and one was, this one is the first week of December, it's December 4th. So he could get off work December 3rd and 6th for the race because we're gonna drive down is the plan. It's like an 8-hour drive. We're gonna drive down and back up. And yeah, the other option was Texas, which was in October. And that one might have been more fun. There's a 15-mile loop and it's like, at the end you get a belt buckle that holds a taco and they put a taco in it when they give it to you. But you never know. Today, my experience with that Doritos Loco Taco, I might be off tacos for a while. We never know. So, okay. Yesterday, I did a trail run, my favorite thing. So, Unico, the Unico 100K will be a 5-mile loop. It's going to be very similar to how Eagle Up was, with the exception of it is hilly. It will have some elevation to it, which is fine because I love hills. But it's gonna be like in a park and same kind of like limestone traily situation. I'm unclear. I think this is the first year that they're doing it. The company is called Vagabond Endurance, and they have done some other shorter races and in that area in North Carolina, and they have like a run club. But it's unclear if there is an actual stream crossing or if you just go near the stream. So we'll see. Stream crossing in December in North Carolina might not be the most fun thing, but I'm having trouble finding an Airbnb. I started looking at those last night because I was like, better reserve it. You know, December people travel. It's like all farms and barns. So if anybody has any recommendations for Wingate, North Carolina, or the surrounding areas of where to stay, I would love to hear them because as much as I like the idea of staying on a farm, I want like a really comfy bed the night before my ultra. So, you know, okay. What did I do today? I want to put something on here, but I don't know if I'm going to actually have time to do it, and I don't want to like set myself up for failure, but let's put it on here. I never filled out my monthly plan for the month, and like with vacation being hopefully a week away, I would like to do that. So, yeah. I'm going to put it on here. I might not get till tomorrow, but okay, walked dogs, did my Kohl's return, I went for my eyelash appointment, I did go to Michael's to get twine, and I am filming my plan with me. Alright, also today I ran, so let's put the food, the food's going to be cheese, so I'm going to do a, I'm going to use that for something else. There's so many stickers that I want to use I want to use all the stickers, every single one of them. Well, that's all that's left for the night, so I'm gonna use a big one. Oh, I shouldn't use the same color though. Change it up a little bit here. There we go. We're having cheese of the month tonight. It is all cheddar cheeses, which is like husband's favorite. So that's yummy. And then I feel bad we haven't been going to the cage, but there's no kitchen there, and like we go there for dinner. So we'll see. We will return probably next week. Everybody has a letter that they hate to make when they do like block lettering or bubble lettering or whatever. I hate E's. My E's never look right. Cursive ends and block letter or whatever this kind of lettering is. Cheddar. I hate letter E's because they always look stubby in the middle every time. Okay. Today I walked dogs. I won't put that on as my fitness, but I did do speed work. I am trying to cram in my 100 miles. So I have like about 25 miles? I think I have 25 miles to go and 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. 8 days to do it. Not ideal. Not ideal. I'm trying to like average 3 miles a day. It's not going well. So we'll see. This might be a down to the wire or she doesn't get her 100 miles. I have 75 miles right now or 74 and a half or something like that. Not good. All right, tomorrow Layla has school. And I put some stickers down for food. There's just too many pink in here. I don't want to do pink up against pink, but I think this brown is going to be too dark. What am I going to do for fitness tomorrow? I have no idea. I really don't know because I have to take Layla to school. And I'm just changing it up here, using different stickers that don't match so that I can put this big one here that says Layla School. Oh, it's so good. I like how I've been filling in like every morning. A few weeks now. I've been doing pretty well with it. Every morning. Oh my god, I just made it more crooked. I've been like checking in and like write in like add in stuff from the previous day so that I don't forget what I did. But I have been like, whoa, just writing it in. Like if I have a sticker, I'll put a sticker in. But I've just been like writing it in sometimes. And I think that looks nice though. Like it looks like a good variety of things, you know? So, whoa, stay put. My dad was in the hospital last week. It was really scary. They thought he had acute pancreatitis, but he didn't, and he was okay. It was very stressful, but I'm trying to figure out what kind of lettering I want to do here. There we go. Yeah, that was like kind of put a damper on my whole life because I was like, what the fuck is going on? Like, and then his oncologist was like, everything looks good now. Who's calling me? That's them calling me. Hi. Okay, I'm back. That was my mom calling to give me the update because they just talked to Dad's oncologist about basically his red blood cells and his white blood cells both tanked on this round of chemo. And he hasn't had that happen. I think this is like his 7th cycle of this chemo. And it never happened before. And so they thought he had acute pancreatitis, but he didn't, which is good. But they were basically, the oncologist was just like calling to check in and be like, I think everything looks okay so far, but they wanted to go for blood work on Friday. And then if everything is good Friday, then they're not going to worry. If it's not, then they were going to adjust. Because we leave for vacation, theoretically, a week from Thursday. Just have to keep Dad alive and healthy for another couple weeks to get to vacation. I mean, hopefully much, much longer than that. But let's take it the next step, and then the next step after that, and then the next step after that. That's kind of how you have to do with small cell lung cancer. With any cancer, probably, but with especially small cell. I don't know what my fitness and my dinner will be tomorrow, so I'm not even going to fill this in. Layla has school at 7:45 tomorrow night. Nothing else for that. Thursday, let's see, do I have anything? I have to run, I don't know how much. A little bit, maybe a little more than a little bit. I don't know. I'm trying to get my miles in. It would be ideal if we could do like 10 miles on Friday night. and then I'll just have to like make up a little bit more. I'm not gonna break my goddamn streak, okay? I'm not gonna do it. It's gonna be shitty, and I might have to be running every single day for the rest of the month, which my coach approved. I told her, and she's like, yeah. She's like, just run how you feel, because I'm just getting to know how you work. And I'm like, oh, well, how I work is I'm fucking crazy all the time. I stretch myself too thin. Hey, do you want to talk about stretching yourself too thin? Do you know what I pulled? I did a mind, body, spirit reading for the summer season on the solstice, and I pulled fucking 5 of Wands, which is like one of my favorite cards of all time. However, it's a 5 of Wands is like competition or friendly debate, but it can also mean like people coming together, like different opinions working together to come to a solution. Like, but the card, I don't know if I've ever shared it on here. I use Crow Tarot, which the cards are just beautiful. Like if you're looking for a beautiful like tarot box, these are amazing. But the picture is like, I'll pop up a picture of it right here. It's these 5 crows carrying the wands, but it looks like they're like having a glow stick party together. So it's like one of my favorite cards, like because of the artwork. But I always try to like hope that it's the meaning, the interpretation of like people coming together to solve a problem together, like different groups of people working together in harmony, like that kind of side of it, and not like friendly, like the debate and competition side of it. So anyway, if you pull that in like a health read, it wasn't like a health reading. It's like called Mind, Body, Spirit. So you pull 3 cards and 1 for each of those things. So like for the summer season, that was my mind card. And basically its meaning in that slot is like, you're spreading yourself too thin. It could give you high blood pressure. And it's like, you don't say. So I was like, thanks, Spirit. I'm on it. I'm fully aware of the chaos that is my life. But I appreciate you reminding me. Thanks. So anyway, that was a bit of an aside there. But yeah, I do think that I don't know how to stretch less thin, but I am stretched rather thin. And on the subject of that, wait until you see my fucking Friday night. Why do all the things that I love happen at the same time? Okay, we're just doing pink against pink. I'm sorry. There's just too many pink. I like to like vary the colors. And, you know. So we are doing on Friday night 2 exciting things. First thing is the prank cemetery run that I requested. And I had said, can we do it Saturday night? And then Mike was like, well, how about Friday night? And at the time I was like, that's fine with me, not knowing that dance nights were returning. So it is the dilemma. I was trying to think, there's like a biblical dilemma where you have to like eat a cow or throw out your baby. I don't know the Bible really well. I think that's not right. Maybe you eat the baby and throw out it's a really tough decision that I have to make. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna decide to do both. So what I decided to do is I'm gonna go to the prank run, obviously, because this is something that I requested, this route. And then we're gonna hopefully wrap it up around midnight, and then husband's gonna take a lift over to Spirit, and I'm gonna drive over to Spirit, change in the parking lot into dance clothes out of running clothes, and we're gonna go dancing from 12 to 2. That's the plan. Because I can't give up either thing, they're both important to me, you know, like really important, like not just like mildly important, like the dance night that kept me going for like 2 years until the pandemic is back. And running with my friends that I gave up for a whole year because there was a pandemic is back. And so like it's in a cemetery, and that's my favorite thing. And what do I choose? So I'm choosing to just cram it all into one night. And yeah, I should add the final prank run that we did. Well, the second to final, the penultimate prank run that we did before the pandemic shut down. I was supposed to go dancing to Diamond Life after that, and we were like done around midnight, with our like 15 miles or whatever, and I was like, okay, pretty cool, we're gonna go dancing. But I thought I had frostbite in my hands. I was so cold I could not stop shivering, and so we did end up going, and that was the last one that happened, the last time in life. Yeah. That is the regret that I lived with for a year, so I can't fuck it up this time. I have to go. Now, we did go dancing on last week, on Thursday. See, Diamond Life at the museum. Not quite the same. It was a family event. Oh, it was really cute. There was like this family, there's always like some family dressed up like Jurassic Park at the museum. It was a free event. It was outside like in the courtyard, the sculpture courtyard they call it. There's some like different sculptures out there, and they had like food trucks, they had wine, they had White Claw, and then Diamond Life. The DJs were set up there, and then everybody had little tables and you could sit outside. Well, we were like, nobody was dancing at first, but at the museum, there's like always like that family that dresses up like Jurassic Park, or that couple that dresses up like Jurassic Park. So there was like 2 little baby dinosaurs, and their parents were dressed like Jurassic Park. Not Jeff Goldblum, the other guy. I don't remember the names, but I just know it's Jurassic Park. But it was adorable, and they were like dancing to Prince music, and I was like, this is everything. It was like so cool. People finally started dancing, and we were like standing on the steps, like above, like there was like the level where the DJs were was like here, and then there was steps up to the other level, because it's like all like stadium kind of setup, you know. And we were dancing up here, and it felt like being on the grind, and it was like so fun. And then Jesse, who's the DJ, he came over and he was talking to me for a little bit when he was not DJing, when the other DJ was DJing. And I was like, I feel like I'm on the grind. And he's like, oh my God, girl, you're right. And that was very exciting. And I told him, is it okay if we show up after midnight? And he's like, yes, just come for anything. Even if you're only there for an hour, just come. And I was like, okay, I'll be there. So like, that's really exciting. This is like the longest plan with me, and I'm not talking about anything, just like what I'm doing with my life. Well, isn't that what every plan with me is? What I'm doing with my life? What am I doing with my life? We need to ask ourselves this. Oh, Saturday night we're going dancing again. I am so sorry. This is so all over the place. I might end up having to run, so I'm going to keep this sticker on the docket here if I need it. But we're going to an indie dance party called Taste. And it is... There's events going on at Belvedere's and at Spirit, and I think this is also... These two are at Spirit. The event that we went to on Saturday night was at Belvedere's, and the Belvedere's ones start earlier than the Spirit ones, which that's the nice thing. Like the Belvedere's ones are like ending at midnight or 1, and so the stuff at Spirit is going till 2, so we can go there actually. I will read you what this is. This Saturday at 10. Okay, it starts at 10 p.m. Oh. Do you want to know, like 10 p.m. has been my bedtime for like a solid year, and like I would say at least half a dozen times in the last couple of weeks, my Hatch, I have that Hatch Restore, and it tells you like what time, based on what time you want to go to bed, what time you want to get up, your like alarm system that you have, it tells you like what time bedtime is, like, oh, it's bedtime, you better get started getting ready for bed. And like at least half a dozen times lately, I have been told it's bedtime and I'm out dancing. Oh, I don't know, my life. But you know, you gotta do what makes you feel alive. This is, okay. Indie rock, pop, alternative dance night Taste. And they list a bunch of different bands. But you know what bands are on here that I fucking love? Fuck Vampire Weekend, they suck. But LCD Sound System, I like them. St. Vincent, I like them. Death Cab for Cutie. But the number one best thing that I love on here is Empire of the Sun. If you don't love Empire of the Sun, it's because you've never heard them. Because as soon as you hear them, you have heard them. They're in a car commercial. Walking on a Dream, that's Empire of the Sun. They're an Australian, amazing, like, glam rock, electronic, indie. They're just so good. They never fucking come to the US except for Coachella, and I am not going to Coachella because I will get into a fight. And as my friend said famously yesterday, my friend Lisa, someone was a dick to her at the gym. It's a whole story, but her quote was, "I didn't want my 15 minutes of fame on the evening news, and I'm too pretty for jail." And I don't think I'm too pretty for jail, but I love that quote. I thought that was everything. So that's why you won't be seeing me at Coachella, because I will get into a fight. I will do it. Okay, Sunday. Oh, what are we gonna eat on Sunday? No idea. I have no idea what I'm eating any day. I have no idea what I'm doing with my life. I just am going through it as it comes. Trying to... See, I made decisions. Here I'm talking about decision fatigue, and I made a decision to do 2 things that I may regret. I might have to run, so I'll put this down in case I do run. But I will also put down a big one because we are going to Cycle Bar, and I'm super excited because some of my friends, they've never been to spin class before, and they're going to experience the magic of it, and they might experience it with hungover Fox, and that's pretty exciting. This is with our running coach. She's organizing like a group outing to go to spin class. Cycle Bar is the spin class that I used to belong to, if anybody remembers that back in the day when we were able to go out and do things. It is open again, I just haven't been back. Now that I have a Peloton, like, I don't really want to drive half an hour to spin class. But I think that's basically everything. I did also write on here, have a nap, because like I'm going to be tired this day because this day is going to be a long night. And you know I need my 6 hours of sleep or I fight people. I don't really fight people. I just want everybody to know, if you thought that I fight people all the time, I really don't. It's just a metaphor that I use for my internal anguish, but I don't really fight. I'm a Libra. Like, we, the opposite of fight. We just like try to get everybody to get along, you know? That's what we do. All right, let's put in some AM routine, PM routine. Whoa. Oh my God. Oh my God. I made it crooked the other direction. It's fine. I didn't do my AM routine yesterday or today because I was just a grumpy beast. I just was so tired today, and I took my allergy medicine. I think that's where I'm getting this allergy. I think that's where I'm getting this energy from. I did do my PM routine last night, at least. That's good. And before this, I was like not in good shape. I'll put my blood pressures. This is for blood pressures. I'll put this in. Okay, all right, so is that what we got? I didn't even take out my stickers. I just am like, I don't know. That's a cute kit, though. It's like, yeah, it's like the woods. I was in the woods yesterday. It was good. I was trying to beat the storm, which I did, but it would have been kind of fun to be in the woods. But there's so many trees down, it would have been terrifying. I would have been. There was a deer in the woods, and I was like telling them be careful and shit. Anyway, our solstice. I didn't tell you about our solstice. I was like, I really want to do something special for the solstice because solstice is like very important to me as a druid and just, yeah. So I said I wanted to go for a walk in the cemetery at sunset. So we did that. And then we found out that Allegheny Wine Mixer, they weren't supposed to open until this weekend, but they had everything ready. And so they decided to just like spontaneously open on Sunday night. And they just like posted on Instagram, like, we're open. So we went over there and that was awesome. So we got to talk to Jamie, who's the owner there, and we fucking love her and we haven't seen her. We saw her over the summer last year because we went to pick up, they were doing these care packages every Sunday, or just like just to go food. And so we saw her a number of times at that, but like actually like talked to her and like, I don't know, it was nice. And we didn't get to talk to Sean though. He's the bartender there, but we couldn't sit at the bar because it was full. But we did get to talk to her and I was super excited. And then the solstice was officially at 11:32 p.m. that night. So we went out and I did the breaking of the stick at 11:32 to mark the start of the solstice. And I harvested my sage that I'm going to bundle, I guess tonight. And several people wanted some, so I'm gonna give that to them. And then I will dry it. My plan is I left it out, I harvested it and I left it out under the moonlight that night on the solstice. And then I'm going to also leave it out on, oh, maybe I'm not. Oh, yeah. Thursday is the full moon. I was mixing up the way that this, like, I have a calendar up here that I'm looking at. I do wish that these had the moon. They don't have the moon phases marked, do they? No. I'm going to leave it out overnight on the full moon, which will be Thursday night. So it'll be in the full moon overnight, and then I'm going to dry it, the sage, and then we can burn the sage to like cleanse the house and get the energies right on the autumn equinox. Yeah, look at this, doing stuff with nature. It's good stuff. Okay, cool. I have talked so much. Thank you for sticking around through the length of this video. I have stuff to fill in as the week goes on, but I think I have like a good plan going forward. I'm feeling better about my decision fatigue because I decided to just put too much shit on Friday. So if my solution to decision fatigue right now is to make extra decisions. I'll just deal with it. It'll be fine. So thank you everybody for watching. I really appreciate the views and the likes and the subscriptions. I love you all. I do publish at least 2 videos a week. I want to tell you they're on a schedule, but they're not, and I'm not even going to pretend right now. When I do get them on a schedule someday, I'll be like, they're on a schedule, but right now, we're just freeballing in the wild. Okay, I love you all. Please, everybody, take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. And I will see you in my next video.